Previously on the O.M.E.N podcast.
And it coalesces into a hooded figure.
Who are you?
My name is Mr. Ribs. You see over there?
And he gestures a sort of bony hand towards a mausoleum nearby.
I require a skull from inside there.
I hold the skull up as if I'm about to throw it back down the stairs.
No. Okay. All right.
You release my two foreign boys.
Foreign boy?
I'm sorry, Dr. Foreign Boy.
I'm gonna bring out my BlackBerry shaped device and point at the ground or like the general area somehow and remove the G from graveyard.
What?
And turn it into a graveyard.
You're joking.
No, and it's going to be playing like a rave remix of Thriller.
You look through the gate and you see Dr. Smedley being pulled out in handcuffs and taken to the jail.
What will happen next? Let's find out in this episode of O.M.E.N.
I hope you're recording, Sean.
I am now. I just hit the record button because I was like, this is good. We missed out that good content about masturbation.
Okay, I guess does this make sound?
Yes.
Are we all doing it now on the Lord's Day?
I was trying to see if I could paint a figure or a miniature while I was talking to you guys doing this.
You don't need to have... Are you moving foil, though, to do that?
I don't have anything to put my paints on to thin them out, so I'm using foil.
Do you not have a newspaper or just a paper?
What is a newspaper? You old man.
When I think of Sean, I do think of old men.
You think of old women all the time, Nelson.
I just role play with them. Okay.
That's not helping. That's not helping.
And then I do my tapping. That's it.
It's perfectly natural for a boy your age. It's fine. So
Back to business.
Back to business. So you find yourselves inside the graveyard, which has now been turned into a rave yard. The zombies around you have danced themselves into pieces. And across from the graveyard, you can see near the house, Dr. Smedley being pulled out into the street by the sheriff and a bunch of angry-looking people.
I knew he was a deviant.
You knew he was a deviant?
Oh, yeah. You don't get to the place that he has in life with his clean shoes and unbloodied hands without doing some really weird stuff.
He is kind of our boss, though. Maybe we should help him.
Do we want to see why he's being arrested, though? I feel like that's kind of an essential piece of this puzzle. I don't want to later find out that we interrupted, because he was... I don't know, he was heckling a comedian? That's a punishable offense by law, right?
I don't think it's illegal to heckle comedians. Otherwise, you guys have been in prison for all the stuff you do to me.
Do you count as a comedian?
You'd have to be funny to be a comedian, Sean.
No, remember, this is God we're talking to.
You are talking to God.
He does have a sense of humor, it's just not very good.
Yeah, have you seen Australia?
It's okay, we just have several fans in Australia.
I'm gonna start marching over there, at the very least.
Do you all want to march over there?
Yeah.
Let's see what's happening.
Alright, you all march over there and you see Dr. Smedley in handcuffs and the sheriff is standing next to him. Do you want to talk to the sheriff or do you want to see what he's going to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go hey, stop! What are you doing? Why are you arresting our...
Don't tell me... why are you arresting a person? A person who's also in the hotel. It's very disturbing to see our roommate taken from a hotel like this. Our unconnected roommate.
Yeah, that.
I didn't realize that you'd converted the house into a hotel.
Well,
he was homeless and we wanted to help him.
It's one of them Airbnbs.
It's the gig economy, right? Everyone's gotta have a gig.
Didn't you see in the contract you're not allowed to run Airbnbs here?
Wait, that was we signed a contract?
Yeah.
Wait, was that actually in the contract? Because I would know.
I'm going to roll to see if it was.
Roll for plot justification, Sean.
It was not in the contract, but he doesn't know better than that.
It's not in the contract. Come on. You can't try to trick me with that shit. Don't bullshit me.
We believe that this man is a witch.
But he's a man.
A man can be a witch.
What did he do to convince you of his witchiness?
We believe that Mason Lafayette shot his sister last night because he was under the spell of a witch. He doesn't remember doing it, and there's no proof that he did it, but he believes that he is completely innocent. So we believe that a witch had something to do with this.
And you just decide that guy is a witch?
Well, when we searched the area and we opened up the door, we saw something horrific.
Yeah, I know he's not very pretty, but you don't have to call him horrific.
We saw in the wall of the house a hole. Satan's hole. Meaty and foul and corrupted, and we believe it was him.
Do not knock it until you try it.
That hole stretches through to the general store. You ain't got no proof that it started on our side.
We also found in his bag many strange items that we've never seen before, and we believe that they are witchcraft items.
Well, now, he's just a pervert. You really oughtn't go looking through bags like that.
He is a pervert. We can verify that.
Well, we don't want perverts in our town, and we don't want witches in our town.
And yet, I tell you the two hot things are related, and that's totally okay.
I had a one-off thing when I was younger with my sister. I've not looked back on it since then, and quite frankly, I was ashamed.
I did not need to know that. Why did you tell us that?
I'm open about my life. I'm not afraid of these things.
He sounds like he's afraid. He ought to be rolling to see if he's going to break down or not.
Can you all please roll for persuasion?
Yeah. Okay. That's a 6.
It's an 11.
That's a 1.
He looks at all of you, and he isn't convinced by any of you. And he goes, well, I'm afraid that I'm going to be taking your friend here to the jail.
Again, not a friend.
Well, your acquaintance.
Again, I'm no acquaintance.
He will stand trial in 2 days for witchcraft. And if he is found guilty...
May I ask how many people are around for this?
I'd say there's at least like 5 or 6.
Does Smedley have anything to say about it?
Smedley is sort of just like going, oh God, what's happening? I'm really, really pissing myself right now. I'm genuinely pissing. I'm so scared. Please help me, guys.
We definitely don't know him. Nope.
I never piss, personally.
The sheriff carts Smedley off to the jail, and you see them go around the corner, and you hear the door close, and Smedley is now gone.
That's the thing, like, could we have taken them?
You probably could have.
We were supposed to try to not be suspicious here. I don't think fighting the sheriff in the square in the middle of the day, wearing these outfits, look at us.
We were just in a graveyard. There's no chance that it's daytime. Oh, wait, that's how raves work. Shit.
Yep, it is sort of kind of still nighttime. It's getting kind of late now, and I turned over the card, which happened to be the arrest card.
So would you say that there's been an arrested development?
Yeah, there has been an arrested development. It's a card with a bunch of people pointing at a person. So I decided that was going to be Smedley getting arrested. You guys are now there. You hear from some people whispering that the judge will be coming to the town in 2 days' time. So Smedley will be going on trial in 2 days.
Should we find a lawyer?
Possibly.
In my far removed past, am I a lawyer? Like, legally, potentially.
Roll for luck.
Alright. Seems I'm a natural 20 lawyer.
Okay.
Fully barred. Still paying my lawyer dues or whatever lawyers do. I know what lawyers do, because I am one.
I would say that you have like a very strong sense of lawyership from some past events in your life. You can't necessarily work out where that stuff occurred in your timeline, but you know that you have at some point acted as a barrister. Somehow.
I don't know what barrister means, but I do know that my rates are $300 an hour, and I'm the best available in this town.
Oh, we can't afford you. I guess we should find someone else.
You know that he's definitely the best in the town because there aren't that many people in this town. However, Koala knows that these kind of towns, they tend to have like really weird laws, really strange sort of like customs and practices, especially for things like witchcraft. So you guys may want to try and figure out what they're going to do at this trial, or what you can do to sort of like get to a position where Smedley isn't going to get burnt at a stake.
Oh, they're going to be burning him at a stake.
Because I can tell you now that if you guys fail this, I will be burning Smedley at a stake.
I kind of want to see that, honestly, but fine.
So, is there? Let me look at the map of this town that I have here with my lawyer senses. All lawyers have a sense where the local library or place of studying law is. There's a town hall near here. We could go to the town hall and see what the laws are.
Yeah.
It is, however, illegal for a lawyer to do that, so we're gonna have to go in disguise. Where do we get disguises?
I just point at the outfits that we are wearing after the graveyard.
That's true, you are all wearing, like...
We're pretty well disguised.
Dance clothes.
I feel like to defend Smedley, which I guess we're doing, then we need to go to the town hall. Are y'all with me?
I mean, you're the lawyer. I believe you.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I feel this sense. Can I like just roll for trust? Like I feel this immense sense of trust and responsibility now.
Roll for trust? I guess roll for persuasion, I guess. That's the closest thing you've got to trust.
I feel like trust is an agile skill. I'm gonna roll for agility.
Alright.
I got a 15 in trust. I feel like I feel very trusted right now.
Good, I'm glad. So the three of you go to the town hall. Martin kind of limps a little bit. He's like, none of you are on your best like health behaviors at the minute. You're not feeling particularly brilliant.
Better not be any zombies in town hall.
Listen, all town halls have painkillers.
You enter the town hall, and there sitting at the reception desk is not an old woman, but a sort of middle-aged woman with sort of frizzy black hair. And in front of her is a little sort of name badge, and her name is Doreen Krusty.
Did you want me to seduce her?
Whatever you want to do. I mean, I'm not here to judge you.
I'm just saying the description has made me believe that you want a seduction to happen.
No, it's just a woman. You don't have to seduce every single woman I make.
I lean over the table and I say, "Hello. How's your day going?"
Hi there. It's going all right, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. As you can see, I am a party lawyer, and I want to see your files on party law as well as witch burning law, which is kind of related. If that's all right.
I suppose we can. Do you have your lawyer's license?
I do have my lawyer's license, and I sort of loosen my mesh shirt to show off a little bit of my muscles. Just a little bit, though. I'm a tease.
Oh, God.
Roll for persuasion.
Shouldn't I be rolling for strength considering what's being...
Oh, yeah, roll for strength. Yeah, you know, I want to see how much your pecs pop.
Oh,
that's a 6. They are very flaccid pecs.
They are flabby like Ethel's teat.
Oh, no.
She is not particularly interested in them. So she goes, I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to let you in until you produce your lawyer's license.
let me talk to her, Koala. And I just sort of brush Koala aside, ignoring any complaints.
Hello.
I feel like I feel like my trust score has been damaged substantially considered previously.
Take a -3 to trust next time you roll trust.
Okay.
Listen.
Hey.
We didn't want to say anything, and I flashed my O.M.E.N badge, but like quickly enough that she can't really tell what it was. We're from the health department. We're just here to check things out. You know, you can't run a town hall if it's full of rats. That's just not sanitary. So we're just here to make sure everything is on the up and up, okay?
Okay, could you roll for persuasion for me? I'm going to give you +1.
Well, +1 doesn't matter because I rolled a 3, so...
Okay, you rolled a 3. She's not having any of that either. She goes, I'm sorry. Can I see the badge again?
I flash it, just very quickly.
You flash it again. Roll for agility.
How many times are you going to flash this woman?
17.
All right. You flash it in such a way where she goes, nah, that looks legit. All right, I'll let you guys into the back. And she gets up and she walks around the outside and opens up the law book room. And in the law book room, there are big cabinets stretching as far as the eye can see, filled with different law and case books of this small town.
Can I use my lawyer sense to find out which one is probably the one about law? I mean, I could read, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, what do you roll for lawyer?
Focused? Lawyerism is an arcane art, after all.
Okay.
Oh.
I roll a 3.
You roll a
for
3.
lawyer sense.
Okay, so I'm going to say that you spend a while looking through all of these books.
That's what I do. What do they do?
First I want to compliment you, Koala, on your excellent attempt at getting in. It didn't work, but I'm impressed with your initiative. I don't say that enough. So I just yeah.
I'm going to say you get a plus 1 to trust again, Nelson.
That feels. I really appreciate that. The last few times, I've had a real hard time, especially in the romance department. So you might not know, but me and Ethel, we're on polls right now.
Oh no! But you were such a cute couple.
I know, but like many cute couples, our relationship was built on lies, specifically the lies of my past. So, which I wasn't involved in, but lies nonetheless. So, yeah, I really appreciate you saying that. Can you use? Is there any other magical power you could use to find out what the files mean? What do the files mean?
Well, I mean, I have the magical power of reading, and I just start looking at the books.
I look at him in awe.
Can you please roll for focus? Annabelle, do you want to look as well?
18.
I don't really understand anything that's going on here, so I'm gonna do the super wise thing and split the party, and I'm gonna go to the general store.
Womp, womp, womp.
Dr. Martin rolls an 18 and he starts scrolling through all of the books and he starts grabbing books off the shelves and he's reading them. Meanwhile, Annabelle goes to the general store. What do you want to do at the general store, Annabelle?
Get me some chips while you're out.
You don't deserve chips. I don't know what you did, but I know it was something.
You walk into the general store and you see that a part of the general store has been cordoned off. There's like a sort of police tape around the area where the gory hole was. And there's like a camera standing there that they've been taking photos of this weird meaty hole that has been summoned from the darkest recesses of hell.
I'm sure that's just for innocent reasons, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like it's a totally legit like police thing. It's not anything dodgy.
Mm-hmm.
So Annabelle, what do you want to do in the general store?
We know what the police get up to in this town.
No, you don't.
I guess first I'm gonna go see if I can get any healing supplies.
Okay.
Bandages, a lot of Advil.
Okay. I'm going to say roll for observation.
Oh, that is not. I got a 4.
You got a 4. It's only a shop, so like a 4 is all right for like going around a shop. I'm going to say you get yourself some bandages. You get yourself what's Advil?
Oh, ibuprofen. It's a painkiller.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, ibuprofen.
Sorry, brand names.
Ibuprofen or ibuprofen, as some people call it in this country, who are weird.
Well, they're wrong.
They are wrong. Ibuprofen just doesn't make any sense.
Paracetamol.
Paracetamol is also good, but one is better for your better for inflammation. And I guess you guys have been beaten up by clowns.
Are we a medical podcast now?
No, that's
no, but we diversify. We're educational sometimes. And you get yourself some paracetamol and some ibuprofen, and you go up to the guy at the front and you purchase them, and you now have some healing equipment.
I wanna look in. I wanna take a look at the people looking at our gory hole and make sure none of them are competitors.
Competitors? Oh, are you looking for
Matrix-looking
certain Matrix-looking people? No, these are the town police department. So the town only has a very small police department. So there's the Sheriff White, and then there's a couple of deputies who work with him. And the 2 deputies are there.
Do they happen to be wearing any keys on their belts, super obviously?
No, they don't. That like they only have the keys to like the jail, if that was what you were insinuating, when they're actually working within the sheriff's office. You'd imagine they're on a hook somewhere in the sheriff's office.
Well, if they're in here, then they're not in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let it go back to Koala and what's his face.
Okay, sure.
This book is the funniest thing I have ever read, but it's not particularly relevant.
Just let me read it. Come on, Martin.
No,
Please.
come on. It's not for you. That's dirty.
Please. I just want to read the funny legal books.
Hang on a minute, these are law books. What are you reading? Like a dodgy case between like two like lovers?
No,
or
no, no, no.
something?
They put a dog on trial.
What?
Oh, come on. I just want to read it once.
What did the dog do?
I don't know. You're the DM. You tell me.
No. You have to describe this. You did it. You started
Oh
it. You
my! Damn it! This is what I get for making jokes.
Yeah. What did the dog do?
The dog robbed a general store with a knife.
What?
I don't know.
Really?
Apparently,
Oh, this is a weird town, isn't it?
it's a long history. You know. You can have it, Koala. Fine.
You throw that book of funny cases at Koala, and you are leafing through a bunch of books, and you come across ones about the way that witches are trialed in the town of Phantom.
I think I got it.
When you open it, can you please roll for luck?
Yes. Actually, if I find the right book, I feel like I would give it to Koala because he is, well, he claims to be a lawyer. So if anyone should be rolling luck here, I think it's Koala.
Okay, Koala, roll for luck.
I rolled a 7 in luck.
I shouldn't have given it to Koala.
So you open the book, and a couple of the pages are torn out. You can see that there are two options for fighting a witch trial case in Phantom. One is trial by jury, and one is trial by combat. If you choose trial by jury, then a triad of respondees, people who know the person, have to become part of the trial and act as character witnesses for the person. If they do trial by combat, the person themselves, the witch themselves, has to fight another person.
Oh, that wouldn't end well. I don't think Smedley can fight for shit.
I don't know. I think he's got enough. Like, if he could use some gadgets, he could do some interesting things.
He could maybe strangle someone with some of those beads, but like if someone just blows on that guy, I'm pretty sure he's gonna fall over.
The trial by combat, where it says it's against another person, there is a second word afterwards that says "and," but then the next page is ripped out.
Interesting. Can we examine the page to see what might have been ripped out? What secrets could be revealed?
Dr. Martin, you look at the ripped page, yeah?
Uh-huh.
And you see it kind of glowing a bit.
Is this... Did someone paint this book with UV reactive paint or something? Do you see this, Koala?
It looks like a book with the page torn out.
Yeah, but it's glowing, right?
It looks like a normal book with a glowing page torn out.
Koala doesn't see any glowing.
I must have accidentally taken some drugs at the rave or something.
It's very strange. Because this is such an old set of trials, the information that you find probably won't be in these books. It's far back in the history of the town.
Maybe there's like a scroll somewhere. That's old, right? So I feel like our option here is to do the jury thing, right? We're 3 people. If Annabelle came back.
I feel so. It's jury by peers or jury by combat, right?
Jury by peers or jury by combat.
My only problem here is that I feel like if we went in as character witnesses, we would have to lie our asses off to get him out.
When have you had a problem with lying?
I mean, that's fair, but it's a different situation when you're on trial, right? You're supposed to not lie then.
As a lawyer, I can say no. It isn't a different situation at all.
Huh.
I want to go into the sheriff's office since it looks like they're all in here, right? In the general store?
Sheriff White isn't here,
Sheriff White. Okay.
but the 2 deputies are.
Okay, sheriff's office.
All right, so you walk around the side past your house into the sheriff's office. You notice that the door is locked.
I knock.
Okay, you knock on the door and no one answers.
Are there any windows into the sheriff's office?
There are a few, yes. You are currently on like the path next to the river that runs through the town, and there are 2 windows nearby next to you.
Are they open?
One is slightly ajar.
Alright, is there anybody around that could potentially see me if I tried to climb in?
Roll for observation.
Alright, please give me anything good. I got a 9.
You don't see anyone.
Alright, I'm gonna try to climb into the window.
You climb through the window and into the sheriff's office, and immediately Smedley runs up to the bars nearby and goes, "Annabelle, what are you doing here?
Saying hi?
Hello, you need to get out of here. They'll arrest you too." We can't have you be arrested. We need to figure out what's going on in this town. We need to stop the vampires.
Smedley, is there anything that you can tell us that will help us with your trial or help get you out of here?
Well, I mean, these kind of towns have really strange sort of witchcraft trials. I really don't want to get burnt. Annabelle, please don't let me get burnt. You need to figure out some way to pin the blame on someone else. Like, it can't be me.
Again?
Yes.
Do we have any protocol at O.M.E.N to help deal with this?
If you can try and get a signal to the O.M.E.N headquarters, they might be able to send someone to help, but I doubt you'll be able to get a signal out here.
All right.
You'd need to get up to the top of a hill.
You'd need to get high.
Yes. Well, you can't say anything, you're not here.
You hear Koala's voice. Make an entendre, a double meaning word. That's it. Sorry.
All right.
There's the hill near the Lafayette Manor. If you could get up there, you could probably get the signal to send out a distress call.
All right. Obvious plot link. I'll do that.
Can you get me out?
You just told me I couldn't get caught in here.
You could try and get me out, can't you? Is there keys anywhere?
Okay, if you go missing out of your jail cell, they're gonna 100% know that you're a witch, and I don't think you got a way to get out of here.
Oh God, Annabelle, please go find Koala, go find Martin, figure out how to get me out of here, figure out some way of stopping this trial. I cannot die.
Also, like, definitely not. I didn't hear anything, but you were like a secret boxer in your young age, right? You could definitely survive a trial by combat.
Trial by combat.
Like if we like played epic music on in the background, like that would like bump you up, and like you could trial by combat, right?
I can definitely like hold my own against a normal person, I suppose.
Like what type of person? Like a child person or like a person?
I mean, like standard human being, I guess. I mean, like I'm not really used to fighting, but I can give it a go.
You mean like a standard human being, like Dr. Martin?
Yeah, I could take Dr. Martin.
I mean, look, a small child could take Dr. Martin. We ain't.
Wow.
I could definitely take Dr. Martin.
If I was there, I would be so offended.
Well, here's the thing. Ask if like he could take that sort of person from the from that movie, that person in the trench coat and the glasses.
Stop.
Wow. I definitely am not having intrusive thoughts that sound just like Koala. So, Robert.
Yes.
Robert Maria.
Yes.
Don't panic. We're gonna figure something out. We usually do. Nobody's died since the last time they died.
This doesn't fill me with confidence, Annabelle. This really doesn't fill me with confidence. Please do something.
Well, you know what's really not gonna fill you with confidence? Apparently Koala's a lawyer, so...
Oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna leave now.
Leave me, Annabelle. I need to cry, and I don't want to cry in front of you.
I'm gonna quietly slip out the window again.
You leave through the window. What do you want to do, Annabelle?
I'm gonna go find Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Okay, so you run across the road, past the broken statue of the angel, and straight across back to the town hall. And we'll find out what happens to all of you in the next episode of the podcast. I'll see you next time. Bye. The O.M.E.N podcast is powered by Ellipsis RPG, the accessible donationware rule set, now available on itch.io. If you like what you're hearing, please rate us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcast. You can tweet to us at the hashtag OMENcast, that's O-M-E-N cast, and who knows, you might get a special mention in one of the episodes from us. Thank you for listening, and remember, stay vigilant. You never know what's out there.
Hi there. The show you just listened to is a member of the Necropodicon Podcast Network. Head over to necropodicon.com to find tons of other shows you'll love. While you're there, check out the cast and crew profiles and fan art galleries.